Why is it you usually fail at your goals and can never stay consistent enough to see them through? Look, if last year you set expectations for yourself you didn't see through, which left you discouraged or confused to why you weren't able to break through and make them happen, then isn't it time to do something different? Something that works so you can attain the results that you want. Well, don't just take it from me. Let's go through the science behind the struggle and how you can achieve your goals in 2024. Now, the foundation of this inner conflict is our brain has two main priorities: safety and efficiency. You're a bundle of habits, often unconscious. Rewiring yourself requires conscious effort. John Assaraf's book, Inner Science, reveals to be efficient, instead of learning new habits for every thought, emotion, or action, your brain relies on familiar behaviors to conserve energy. So change threatens the brain. This is why when you're trying to implement that new workout routine and say you're going to lose weight, your brain is resistant because that's not your usual pattern of behavior. You need to build consistency in order for it to stick and become a new pattern. Safety and efficiency help you survive, but they don't ensure you'll thrive. So this autopilot mode might keep you safe, but it won't propel you towards your goals. 1 minute we might be filled with dopamine and other neurotransmitters, all which makes us feel motivated, energized, confident. Next thing you know, you haven't moved in over an hour scrolling on your phone and haven't dove into what needs to be done. If you've ever worked out before or you're trying something new that is outside the safety of your comfort zone, be mindful when those thoughts of self-doubt pop up or thoughts of not feeling like it enter your mind to discourage you from doing what you know is important to you. Here's some positive psychology for you. First action you can do to overcome this is use positive triggers and phrases to propel yourself forward. Positive triggers and phrases like, is this thought or phrase propelling me forward to who I'd say I'd like to be? Or you can simply say, is this action helping me become who I want to be? This will reframe your mindset in that moment, helping you choose more positive behaviors. You want to anticipate these moments ahead of time and use these phrases that will keep you in check and help you bounce back so you're not so easily swept into comfort and ease in that moment. That will discourage you from doing the work. You know those moments when you're putting something off, you're like, oh, let me do it tomorrow. This could be physical triggers. You walk through a door, you drink a glass of water, you're in an environment, maybe at work, and you use that as a positive trigger to reinforce one of those phrases to yourself, just to remind yourself in that present moment where you're at, who you want to be, how you want to show up for yourself. And you don't just need to rely on scenario. Set self-talk triggers. Repeat a phrase like a mantra to yourself that will keep you aligned throughout the day and in a better mindset. For example, one that I like is, I desire to be my best today. When you hear that, it kind of sets the tone. Another favorite of mine is, what will win today, your mission or distraction? The fact that reminding myself that there is a choice. And right now, in the temporary moment, I might be feeling, the temptation of ease and comfort, putting something off. Seeing the bigger picture and realizing, let me take this moment and actually decide on a choice that's going to propel me forward to who I say I want to be. Write down some positive comments for yourself now and in the comments that you will say to yourself. So we've just highlighted why this struggle to follow through with your goals occurs. Next, we'll be diving into what you specifically need to do to progress and accelerate your goals. And if this is something you struggle with, stick around because I'll be giving you a free tool that helps bypass this with strategic steps you can implement daily. And so if you want to learn how to effectively plan, increase your productivity and accelerate your goals, then make sure you click the link in my description box to access my Goal Mastery Playbook. That includes all these strategies for free. It's your go-to guide for setting clear, achievable goals that actually stick. Now let's talk about overcoming the fears that hold us back. What is it you need to do? As Brendan Burchard emphasizes, get in close proximity to your fears consistently. Your fears can be your guideposts. Use them as an indicator. Challenge yourself to choose your mission over comfort. Take bold action and consistently face what scares you. For example, will my mission to attain a level I've never achieved before win, or will distraction, comfort and ease win? I have used this one strategy over the last year and it has been a game changer for me. Familiarity really diminishes fear. Get into your fears consistently. Remember, repetition will kill those fears. For me lately, that's been pushing myself to go to public speaking events where I'm forced to improvise and speak in front of an audience without any prep. That's a challenge for me at the moment. Sometimes I don't know what to say or how to structure my thoughts, but I'll get better. One thing I do know is being in the deep end with first first-hand experience, I'm able to grow, adapt, and build resilience from that encounter. Another challenge of mine lately, which you would have seen by now if you follow me over on TikTok and Instagram, I'm doing a 10K run, which is about 20 laps or so when I haven't even run in years, just to challenge myself and hold myself accountable and really unlock that next level of fitness. Ask yourself, what's a simple, bold action I can take today? What do I find difficult or I'm scared to do, but will do it anyway? Sometimes you just have to get over your own assumptions in life. Oh, this is too hard. I don't have enough resources. I don't know how to do that. I'm not smart enough. If I just had this one thing, I'll be ready. Be willing to let go of those limiting beliefs that aren't serving you. Be scared and go for it anyway. As Brendan says, don't allow hardship to steer your life and rob you of your future. That's not your purpose. Take bold action with consistency, with grit. Now, who do you need to be to unlock this next version of you? Aaron Doughty emphasizes the importance of self-image and identity on the journey to your goals. To achieve them, elevate your self-image, embody this new identity who achieves those goals, and break free from old habits and thought patterns that no longer serve you. I can really relate to this. From just last year, I found myself stuck in a cycle of toxic, dead-end jobs. Even with a uni degree under my belt, I felt lost and lacked belief in my own potential. With only customer service retail experience, at the time, I thought that's all I could get to make ends meet. I was experiencing such inner turmoil. I started to feel so hopeless and discouraged that I felt, is this it for my life? Sometimes you feel so stuck that creating change feels impossible. But I had to shift from that short-term mindset, make better long-term decisions, and focus on creating a life I love. And at times, hitting rock bottom is necessary for change. So the ending of 2022, beginning 2023, after leaving a toxic job, facing health issues, bad habits, and financial strain, I had enough and I had to shift into transforming my life. And I acknowledge myself for building the resilience, committing to a new identity, and making the necessary positive changes. It's definitely not always easy, but you really have to be committed to a bigger purpose than your current circumstances. I stopped surrounding myself with people, places, or environments that weren't serving me or building me up to be my best self. Starting the year of 2023 unemployed and in the worst financial situation I had ever been in, really. I prioritized personal development. I stopped taking it casually. It's something I always enjoyed, but enough was enough and I was committed. I started to educate myself with new skills, including financial literacy. I developed a long-term mindset, which is actually so crucial, and decided to go all in to create the vision I have for my life. By the end of the year, I landed the highest paid job I've ever had so far. Now, I'm committed to striving, committed to being a high performer, and consistently unlocking the next level of my potential. The thing is, deep down inside of me, and I think maybe a lot of you can relate, I always knew I was meant to be great and I was meant to fulfill my purpose. But sometimes you get so stuck in your situation that you play it small, you start to doubt yourself and feel discouraged and feel a lack of possibility. The truth is, haven't you already been through enough turmoil in your life? You don't even like this life, but it's what's familiar. So you keep repeating the same patterns due to your old beliefs and identity. At this point, it can't get any worse. I know some of you need to hear this because maybe you're still holding back from your goals. You've already been through hardship. So taking a risk and starting anew isn't such a scary thing to make it up to be. It takes commitment. Remember, get rid of those assumptions you have about life. My assumptions at the time were I couldn't get a better job due to my previous experience. Was that true and did it serve me? No. Whether you're unsatisfied or in a job you hate, ask yourself, what does the next level look like for you? What's your attitude towards new challenges? I know some of these things you haven't thought about in a while. No matter what stage you're at, maybe you haven't reflected on these for a while. So when you go through hardships or you've gone through turmoil, maybe you're having a dry spell in your business, whatever it is, healing the past involves reframing. What can you learn from those experiences? And how can you evolve rather than repeat old patterns? Here's some actionable steps you can start now to make your new identity stick. Journal and highlight your wins regularly. Reward yourself for making choices that align with your goals. Don't sleep on this. You want to highlight your wins. Journal and write these down. Make a mental note and reward yourself when you've made a better choice that moves you forward to who you say you want to be. It's positive psychology for the brain that makes you feel like you've done a good job. That could simply look like, I acknowledge myself for going to bed early last night instead of staying up late like I usually do, which makes me feel frazzled by the end of the week with no energy to work on what's important to me or produce quality work. Another one could look like, I'm proud of myself for not getting wrapped up in negativity from others or gossip at work today. I didn't attach myself to that baggage and protected my energy instead, so I can have peace of mind. So what is your new identity? Who do you need to be? The next actionable step is practice impulse control. Delay gratification for long-term success. Delaying gratification versus instant gratification is impulse control. Choosing to put off your task when you don't feel like it, let me do that later, is your impulse control. Choosing to eat certain foods that maybe feel good in the now but make you feel lethargic later on is down to your impulse control. Your new identity is someone who does what they say they're gonna do. You don't put off things. You think long term. You have impulse control and don't jeopardize the positive future you're building for yourself. You encourage and reinforce this new self-image and identity with journaling and keeping a mental note of your wins, which provides evidence to who you are now, to who you've become, and that competence builds confidence. You now embody this new identity. I highly recommend you click the link in my description box to grab my free goal mastery playbook that will break down the strategic steps for success. No more failing at your goals. Apply these tips now, and I'm confident with this step-by-step breakdown. Step 1, use positive triggers to propel yourself forward. Step 2, get in proximity to your fears consistently. 3, journal and highlight your wins regularly. And 4, practice impulse control. You'll crush your goals in 2024 and excel in creating a life you deserve. Hit the like button if you found value in today's content. Subscribe for more tips like this to keep you on track with your goals. Share this with someone who needs to hear this today. And let's build a community of like-minded people.